Democrats. How are you doing today?
Good.
Well, I'm going to go by some advice that a pastor had given me one time about public speaking, and that was to abide by the three B's: be brief, be brilliant, and be gone. So the reason why I'm running for the third vice chair position for the Iowa Democratic Party is because I'm interested in doing the work of the third vice chair position. I have the experience that is necessary that's working with the diverse caucuses, whether they be African American, Latino, whether they be LGBT, whether it be veterans, whether it be women. I have the experience. I consider myself a lifelong Democrat, meaning that, you know, I can remember from going to rallies for Roxanne Conlon and meeting Jesse Jackson and working as a precinct leader and a precinct captain, so I know how to organize and knock doors and work turfs and make calls. I've kept service in the Democratic Party since March of 2016 when I was elected for affirmative action chair, and that's not a position that is just held as a title, but it's one that has been out there doing the work. It's been going to African American barbershops and registering voters. It's been going to Latino-owned businesses and talking with people. It's been going out to those communities, whether it's the different affiliation groups that have groups in the community, and actually working, and with neighborhood groups. So we've hit the ground running with going to festivals and making sure we're registering voters, going to African American churches with great candidates and sharing information about those candidates. So we have been doing the work. And then also, this past election cycle, I think that I have experience of the coalitions building and the party outreach and the party building that will need to happen. This past election cycle, I had the opportunity to work with recruiting canvassers as well as coalitions building for a very progressive campaign with the Mr. Great Jim Maurer, of working with building constituency groups with African Americans, Latinos, women, and veterans, just to name a few. Also, I had the opportunity to serve as a fellow in the headquarters for Secretary Clinton, where working in coalitions, that we had the opportunity to work with surrogates, where I had the opportunity to work with surrogates, where I had the opportunity to organize events, where I had the opportunity to actually help march voters, first-time voters, voters who've never voted before, to early voting sites, to help translate documents into Spanish, to do that work that is necessary. So this is a position that I want to do, hitting the ground running, and there's several points that, several things that I would like to implement as part of doing that work. One, I think it's important to meet with the caucuses and discuss matters concerning the communities and assess what their needs are and what the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. I also think it's important to work with the caucuses and Mr. Great Alex Anderson to develop plans and means and measures and goals to help grow the membership of those caucuses. I also think that it's important that we have a budget set aside for each caucus so that you can have a budget to work with to grow your membership, or whether it's to do fundraising. And there will be no other advocate who will speak more strongly and advocate on your behalf other than myself, other than you or myself. So that said, I'm ready to hit the ground running. I would love to work with each and every one of you. I'm a doer. I'm not a person who just holds a title, but I'm a doer, and I believe in doing the work. So thank you so much for this opportunity to address you. My name is June Owens.